So this is the MS. All you gotta do, squish a bit out and then it's usable again. You've just got the gone off little nipple shaped thing at the end. Just pull that out and then you're ready to go again. You put a nice thick bead on. Before I push the liner on, I'll show you what the bead looks like. Probably doing a bit bigger than a centimetre. To the bottom. I might get one of them electric ones. It's getting this cold. It's not as easy, I tell you. The sealant is so thick. One tube down. So this lad got a bit overzealous last time and just cut a load of tubes we didn't need. So give it a little squeeze. When it does that, grab the cured bit off and now it's ready to go. Right, so normally this is the point where I turn the video off and just muck about, stick that straight on, but that's what the bead looks like all the way around. So we know this bead is going to stop water getting through, and where the crease is going to be, there's going to be none. This is going to be a flat piece of liner there, flat piece of liner there, on a flat piece of glass. If you're sandwiching the glass in the middle, you're going to have a crease there in the corner, probably about 3 or 4 creases, same in that corner. Going to cause you problems more often than this is. So I'm going to get my gloves on. Oh no, actually, let's see if we can do it without gloves and get no sealant on myself. So then all you do is you press it down and you can see sealant comes out there. That means you know that the liner is in contact with sealant, and well, the sealant's in contact with liner and glass all the way around. That's what you want. It's going to change from the really wide angle so you get a better view. Right, so I've just changed it to a bit of a narrower view so you can see a bit better. I'm focusing on the sealant, not the camera, so if it goes out of focus or you're just looking at a bit of liner instead. Sorry about that. So if there's quite a bit coming out, normally means I've gone a bit close. With the bead I've just wobbled about, you know, I've come out a bit off course, but it's not a problem because I can still feel there's loads here, and that's what's going to stop the water. It's not, you don't need tons of it to stop it, you just need, you know, this line is only 1mm thick all the way around. You don't need to have like 5mm liner all the way around, do you? And the sealant is stronger than the liner. Now what I like to do when you get to this middle bit here, is I like to lift it up. So put my foot on the base, lift it up to the sealant, and just do that in a few areas. And now there's a bit of a bump here, don't worry about that. For now we can solve that easily later. Lift the liner, bring it up, foot in, lift the liner up. Right. Now it's got a bit of a grab in it already, as you can see. It's only at what, 7 degrees. So I'll start not by pressing it all the way down, just pressing it on. And the liner's giving it a bit of a grab, while the sealant's grabbing the liner even. And you'll see the reason why I don't press it all the way flat. Actually, it's got a light in there. I'm going to turn this on. That should. It's not done much actually, has it? Right, so that's pressed all the way to the corner now, and now you start working from this corner all the way to the other side. This way, you just be patient, don't try rushing it. So we've got a little bit of a crease here. All you do is just tug the liner that way and then follow it down. You don't want any creases there whatsoever. It might be that we just need to shift that a bit that way. That's not the end of the world either. All we're bothered about is liner in contact with sealant all the way down. If you really want to, you can cut away this excess bit of sealant, but because it doesn't fully cure in the middle, you can just end up making a bit of a mess, and you don't really want that. That's where you get it all over your hands. Right, so there we go. Oh, I've got a bit on my bleeding self. And that'll be on me for about 3 weeks now. And then here you see you got sealant there. Just push that down. We're just going straight up with this one. And then once we've actually done all this all the way around, check that corner, check the floor, check that corner, make sure that if water's pushing down here, it's not tugging this down, not tugging it that way, and it's not tugging it that way. you want to make sure that this isn't getting any more pressure than it needs. This will hold water very well. It will hold to a certain extent if you've mucked it up and it's tugging in the corners as well, but why would you want to do that? Just make sure you do it right at this stage. If you're getting impatient at this time, you need a bacon sandwich, go toilet or whatever, go and do that. Don't do this when you need to do all the other stuff, because it does feel like it takes ages. Some people find it therapeutic. Right, the missus finds it satisfying watching these type of things. But if you don't find it satisfying, don't do it when you're like hungry or anything. Just get it right, take your time. So I know I can feel sealant all the way across there, so I'm just going to flatten that ridge. Right, and now I can feel sealant all here too, so I'm just going to flatten this. Now I've got like a full thumb's width there. I don't know if you can see it, it's a bit like a wave just following the direction that I'm going. But I've managed to install this window with a few blobs, which was half a tube, and then 2 tubes, not even used the full tube of the other one. I've still got about a quarter of the tube left by the looks of it. So for like, can't do the maths actually. How many tubes is that? So a tube and a half, and then half a tube is about 2 tubes. So you don't need to buy a full 12 pack of tubes just to fit. This is a 1500 by 700 window. But I understand that some people want to go overboard, over-engineer things, make sure things work, which is fair enough. If you can afford to do it, why not? But if you do it this way, I can pretty much guarantee, as long as you've not got grease on the liner or your window, and it's above 5 degrees, and it's not above 25 degrees, this is going to be absolutely fine. So we're nearly there. Yeah, you can see all that. I can feel that all on the glass all the way around. And then this, I'm just going to push that. So now we're not just sealing here, we're sealing here. Because what I used to see in videos before I started doing the YouTube videos is people would do a bead of sealant, a bead of sealant, a bead of sealant, a bead of sealant, like 5 or 6 beads of sealant, but then you'd see that break in that one, a break in that one, a break in that one, a break in that one, and one break in a bead of sealant means that whole bead of sealant, there's no point in it. So cut the tube as fat as it'll go. We've actually got fatter than normal tubes manufactured as well, just to make it easy for you to get a nice thick bead. Don't need to use more than 1 bead. So there we go, there's that window installed. This time tomorrow or the day after you'd be able to fill up. It's Wednesday today, so you'll be able to fill up on either late Thursday, early Friday. We've had time to fill up on Friday. Yeah, that's what the window looks like when it's been installed. And then when it comes to cleaning and things, once this has gone off, it's hard enough for you to butt up to it with something to scrape the window with as well. It's not you know, it's not that difficult to do. So next window we're going to get done is that one over there. We've got 10% of the battery, so we're going to change the battery now, but I'll see you when I'm over there cutting that bit out. Right, so that window's in. Make sure that, like I said, this corner is not tugging there, so when I push all the way in there, all the way down, you'll be able to see if that's tugging quite easily. Get that pushed all the way in, see if that's tugging, which it isn't. Perfect. And this corner here, make sure that's not tugging either. Right, so this window, it's like turned off. So got a rag. I'm just going to wipe the window over. Oh shit. Can't tell what you're looking at there. Oh, I'll wipe it when I cut it. So before you start cutting, make sure this isn't going to tag in the corner. I've got two windows here, so this is a risky bit. So, happy with that corner. And the base. And this corner behind isn't tugging, it's good. Hard to see with the sun in my eye there. So I've cut that a bit high, it's not a problem, and solve it on the next one.